All right, this is Tim with Midwest RC coming back to you. We're going to finish taking out the battery tray here, the servo, and get it put on the new chassis. I use a shorty pack in mine, so I have this little spacer in there. All these screws are the same size so far. All right, then there's two more up top right here. I already took those out. So this should, yep, slide out. I'm gonna clean it off. I might actually cut some of this off once I figure it out. Alright. Then you just take it, line up the two back screws. Start the threads. Alright. Then we're gonna start this last one. Then we'll take our hand drill, screw them all in. Alright. Then I had my battery towards the back. So I'm going to put this in. I use a shorty pack in it. I'm trying different video formats here. See what works, what you guys prefer. Then I'll take my fan mount, stick it back down, put those screws back in. There you go. I used a ProTech 160 TBL. brushless servo in mine. All right. So now we got the front end on here. I'm going to take the front wing off. We got some upgrades to do to that later. Set that over here with my tail tank. Take this loose. Set that over there. Alright, now we're getting to our front end stuff. Take these screws out of the bottom. Oh, great. Alright. Got the front end off. We got a lot of work to do to that. Now, let's get the belt crank off. They actually use Loctite on this. Alright. Try to find one of my wrenches and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I got one of these it's made by Huddy, but I'm sure other people make them too. Turnbuckle wrench. Ooh, did they put Loctite on that? It's good though. They figured out how to put it there, but not on the diff screws. Make that make sense. And that one's got a ton on it too. Now we got a blank chassis plate. So now we need to take this apart to put on our new TLR tuned belt crane. Got plenty of Loctite on that one too. So far the only thing that needs missing Loctite are the most important ones there are. The differential. 4 screws hold the gear diff together. We're gonna Loctite all this stuff. This one has plenty of Loctite on it too. We're gonna clean them threads off and re-Loctite this stuff. Alright. Put a drop of Loctite on this. I use Loctite brand 243 because it will set up with oil and stuff on there. Most of the times, guys, at least helicopter guys, clean it off the screws, but this is meant for like machines and stuff that have oil in it, so you don't have to clean them off. So I prefer this over the 242. Honey.
Yeah.
Mail.
Mail?
Yeah. There's that one. that open. Got a little too much on that one. Alright, let's get these screws cleaned off a little bit. So then we are going to take this. This is the brace that goes to that. I'm going to put it on first with no shims to see if I need shims. Nope, no shims needed. Put a little Loctite on that one. Pull this one back out. Put some Loctite on that one. Put it back in. Alrighty. We got that part done. Nice and good fit. Alright. I'm gonna take a break and then we'll start on the front end. Alright. We're gonna change out the shock tower. So that means we gotta pull the shocks off. And then we're gonna add the brace behind this. So we're gonna see what that takes. Gotta pull this off. So what I'm doing here is I'm pulling the shock mounts off the top of the arm, or shock tower, the stock shock tower. So on this one, I'm going on the top hole, second hole from the outside. Same with these. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to I'm going to leave this off till we get this taken apart so we can see what all we need to do for this. Alright. Looks like take this out. Alright, so we might not have to take this all the way apart. So I think this goes here. But I gotta get the spacers for it. See what size screws. So I'll be back after I find I think it's supposed to come with 2.5 millimeters spacers. Mine didn't, which is no big deal. I have them. So once I find them, I'll start back up. Alright, we're back. Found them. Get them both started. Alright. Then put this back on. One thing, yeah, I'm noticing. Take that back off. Put the front shower on the bulkhead. Drop the screw. Drop the screw again. Yeah, this should be interesting. Alright, last screw going in. Now we'll see how well this goes. This is. Alright, we get it. I'm sure I'm doing this the hard way. Alright, so here we have the brace behind there, which is going to strengthen your camber mount in the front. Then we got the nice shock tower. These stock shots. Alright, let's get this back together. Keep dropping these things. Got a case of the dropsies today. No. We about got this thing done. I need to measure this. Because I dropped one. So I'll measure it. 10 millimeters. Got a box of screws over here I'm looking at. 10 millimeters. Hmm. Try to find a titanium screw kit for this thing. I don't normally do that, but trying to save every bit of weight. Also, I did change out my rear hexes to the TLR ones, the standard, and then the front ones are off of, I'm pretty sure, one of the buggy kits. Right. Make sure the body fits it still. There it is. Everything fits. Let's start bolting on the front bod. Am I ready to do that yet? I can tell already I'm going to have to adjust the toe because I'm pretty sure it definitely lowered it. Big time. Big time. But we'll put the electronics back in it and get it all ready to go. That's pretty standard stuff. But yeah. Let's get the...
And so we decided that our best shot at that was to try to go after Snyder and really get him upset about that aspect of
Alrighty, there we go. I got some front wing things to do and some top wing things to do. So we'll get back to you. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share. Thanks.